he's so slick and like put together, and like he wouldn't like me or my messiness, but he would sneak me behind a counter or something.
I also think he will like.
So what's amazing about what's happening here is the question wasn't, do you want to Gavin Newsom? And while I appreciate that seems to be what you heard, and we're back. Please welcome to the stage. You know him from Bitch Sesh and Garbage World. Please welcome Danielle Schneider. Hi. Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
everybody.
I wanted to talk to you because I've become, I don't do things halfway.
I know.
I accidentally watched Survivor, and so then I went on it.
I was shocked.
And it I don't know. This is like part of my brokenness. I can't dip my, if I dip my, I can't stop. So I'm addicted now to reality
So you're not going to
television.
put in just the tip.
Yeah.
But so I've become addicted to Bravo reality shows.
God bless you.
And-
Welcome.
And first of all, I want to say, I am sorry
Thank you.
that I waited
for
this long. I am sorry. I didn't understand.
I've been on your show before, John.
I know this.
And every time I sort of felt like you were sort of side-eyeing me like this garbage he's talking about. You were always sort of, not judgmental, but you were always like, get a load. Politics. And now here we are.
And again, I am sorry.
Thank you.
Because it is,
Incredible.
there is writing on The Real Housewives that is better than any writing.
I'll never be able to write as
No
good
one-
as the things that went on the Real Housewives of Miami this week.
Extraordinary. And so I've started interviewing them.
I know.
And I interviewed Terry Dubrow.
Yes, I watched.
Who I watched when The Swan aired. I remember when The Swan aired, 15 years ago, 12 years ago. What is your overall sense of Terry Dubrow as a house husband and beyond?
Well, it's funny because I have a sense of him in my life, and then I saw him on your show, and he seems so reasonable. And he talks a lot about the edit. But every time I see Terry Dubrow, he's just in like a fitted leather jacket, no matter the weather, no matter the season. He's always, and so I always thought that he was a person that was fame hungry. He has all this money. From, I think, plastic surgery, but does plastic surgery buy you that? Does it?
I guess if you get,
you can invest well.
Get a lot of faces in there.
And I know his brother's in Quiet Riot or something.
Well, he gets his brother was in Quiet Riot. His brother passed away, but his brother was Quiet Riot. I don't know what the
I was like, is it Quiet Riot money or?
I don't know.
But anyway, so I was like, why are they forcing themselves on this show? They don't need to, a lot of the people in reality TV, this is the meal ticket. So he doesn't need the money. I guess it's fame, right?
Well, I asked him about this, and because that was what you feel that in the different shows, which is, there's an old Hollywood aphorism, which is the richest person in the room is in charge. And so on some of these shows, these are people that need the income. On some of them, maybe they were wrong to do it. Sometimes it always feels like they're doing it like they set a grenade off in their marriage right before they were leaving Nam,
Yeah.
But they have enough money. But I asked him about this, and he's like, I think they want that. He said this maybe about himself, maybe about others, that the fame is so intoxicating that being wealthy doesn't stop you from wanting to have the conflicts and the lack of dignity that sometimes comes along with being on these shows.
I know, it's so weird. I mean, I get it. I think that they are addicted to fame, and they are sort of I want people to recognize me, and he says it on your show, which is it's the perfect amount of recognition because people are nice to you and you get a nice seat somewhere. But he came off so likable on your show that I've always kind of been this guy. I don't like a house husband. I don't like when the husbands get in on the drama per se. I'm always leave the ladies, leave it to the ladies. I don't want these men clogging up my airways.
It's interesting. Because you like Salt Lake and you watch Potomac, right? Yeah. It's interesting when the men show up in the Real Housewives world. It's a reminder as to why the Real House Husbands kind of shows haven't worked.
Yeah,
it's because there's men, when men fight, there's menace. there's much more menace in their
or
kind
boredom.
of or boredom.
Yeah.
But, like,
It's not like I'm not scared of their fists. I'm more just like, you don't have subtleties to your fight. There's no gray area to your fight. And there's always just like women will hold a grudge. Like they're like, we're okay. And then the next week we're like, we're not okay. Where men are like, they will fight and then there's like, I guess we're good. It's like there's no gray area. There's no subtlety to their
There's
fights.
also like for me a lack of sense of humor, which I think like the best housewives, like Bethany and Luann and Nene, like they are so devastatingly right. They are
Thank you.
so funny.
Let's not forget Giselle.
Yeah,
and Karen
Giselle.
Huger, R.I.P., but now out of prison.
Yeah, and they're so. And but it really like when someone's being really funny, they can like really charm you. And these guys are all kind of like robots, and like they just don't have. On the whole, I think personally women are much more interesting than men, just like straight men. Just saying, not to be controversial, but I go on dates and I'm carrying. I'm like, oh, I'm a great conversationalist. And so
you know what's funny? I'm sorry, but like I feel like this has been a recurring theme on this show for years, which is incredibly funny women realizing after years that this wasn't a great date. I'm a great date.
yeah. I'm a great date. I am so funny. But anyway, I feel like these guys on the show, like they don't have interesting personalities. They're not particularly funny. They all have like a football background, so they've been hit in the head a lot. So like it's just they really can't bring much to the table.
Yeah, there's some CRT going on in those conversations. And it's always like the guy has to be, as we called in like sitcom writing, the go-to, meaning like he's always like, and he does not care. And they can't act it well. They're like, so how was the bunko night? They have to tell them like how it went. Like, so they just have to be there to sort of facilitate conversation.
Yeah.
So they're really just side characters. And I don't like and Terry sometimes tries to put himself as a lead character, which I don't enjoy. Know your place, know your business, and shut up.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
I agree.
But-
Thank you.
Yeah.
But see, like, there's something about, like, I notice over the years of these shows, there are people that start on the periphery and they'll kind of work their way into the middle.
And sometimes they go back out to the
Yeah,
periphery,
they'll fall-
and then they sometimes come back in.
But part of it, right, is that, like, when there are people that have seemed like almost like voids. They don't have a lot to say. They don't have a lot of personality. And then as they move closer to the middle, because they're allowed to be more central to the story, they're more centered in the, like,
Give me an example.
Tom Schwartz in Vanderpump Rules,
Thank you.
right? Sure. But in the early, like, he's like almost like a kind of stone-faced villain in early seasons of that show, kind of popping in, but like, you don't really know him, you don't get to see him. And by the way, also a little bit true of Katie and Kristen in early Vanderpump Rules as well, where they're like,
They were sort of Stasi's angels,
right,
if you will.
right. And it's part of it is screen time, but part of it is like there's something about what happens as you move to the middle where they something like unleashes and like they're closer to the camera. They're sent literally, I think, shot more, like you see their faces more. And sometimes I wonder is like, when people are on the periphery like that and they seem like they don't have personalities, is it that they actually don't and that's why they're not more central? Or is it because the show is not showing us more of them being interesting, including the husbands?
I think the show gravitates towards light. And so when the light comes for them, when something happens, like Kristen is a demon, you know what I mean? On Vanderpump Rules, she is a demon incarnate who is now a demon who's a mother. And she
has a kid?
She has a child. God help us all.
She grew up a lot.
She
She
did
grew up a
oh,
lot.
Look at you. She has grown up a lot, though she now is like, she has said, fuck it, I don't need hair. I don't need makeup. I am just doing this, and I love that about her.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much to say.
But I think the light finds them. Like, I feel like Kristen has always been who she is, but when you shine a light, when she has a chance to be her fullest demon self, she comes alive. Like, we got to see her, but that was always hidden there. Like, that was there. So we were just focusing on the wrong person sometimes. Like, and it moves.
Yeah, it's like they're shrinky dinks.
Yeah. Thank you.
in a sense.
I love that.
You know, you just get them in the
Put
Bravo
'em in the oven,
toaster.
put them on the hot seat. They blow right the fuck up.
Love It or Leave It is brought to you by OneSkin. Talking about my skincare routine. Oh man, I'm really, enjoying my skincare routine these days. I have been doing all the different steps, I'm trying to have good skin, trying to keep it up, trying to make it a part of my routine. And if you're looking to upgrade your skincare routine, OneSkin is a great place to start. Their Prep Facial Cleanser and the OS1 Face Topical Supplement are an easy 2-step routine for smooth and healthier looking skin. Known for cult skincare favorites like OS1 Body, OS1 Face, and OS1 Eye, OneSkin stands out for their science-first approach to skin aging, delivering hydration, barrier support, and powerful longevity benefits in every product. At the core is their patented OS1 peptide, the first ingredient proven to target senescent cells, the root cause of wrinkles, crepiness, and loss of elasticity, which are all signs of aging. And these results have been validated in now 5 different clinical studies. Customers consistently rave about how their skin is smoother, firmer, healthier looking, with results that get better over time. No wonder OneSkin's products have over 10,000 5-star reviews. All of OneSkin's products are designed to layer seamlessly or replace multiple steps in your routine, making skin health easier and smarter at every age. OneSkin is focusing on skin and scalp health at the cellular level, powered by their patented OS1 peptide. Every formula is designed to keep skin healthier, stronger, and more resilient over time. For a limited time, try OneSkin with 15% off using code LOVEIT at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with code LOVEIT. After your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. So part of why I was interested in this is so I interviewed Sarah McBride on Pod Save America with Jon, and she basically talks about the experience now of being in Congress, which is there are people that want to do serious things, but also there are people who have learned from Bravo and learned from reality TV about how do you make drama in a moment. Like if you watch Pam Bondi in being questioned by Adam Schiff in the Senate this week, she does not let him finish a sentence. And it reminded me of what Ariana said that Tom Sandoval told her, which is when someone's attacking you, never let them finish a sentence. And Trump does that. Pam Bondi did that, which Trump praised in the cabinet meeting. I don't think you can understand politics right now without understanding sort of the Bravo universe. And I'm wondering as someone...
Are you telling me to run for Congress?
First of all, yes. But also you've been in the trenches of reality TV now for over a decade.
I'm going to cry, yes.
Do you feel politics becoming more like these shows? Did you feel these shows as a harbinger? What is it? What do you think?
I love that you think I'm so prescient that I would be well, this is what's to come. But I do think the reality TV has seeped into us as people. And also it's commenting on it. It's the same as commenting on Instagram and commenting, it's we're all involved in each other's shit. And I do think that reality TV has made people kind of bolder to say the things that they're thinking and not just nobody's keeping anything inside anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think part of that is because we don't beat enough ass. You know what I mean? Truly. When I was growing up, you would decide who I'm going to talk shit and who I'm not because I don't want to get punched in the face. But now everyone's out here got throwing shade and being extra sassy and got their comebacks. And I'm if you got slapped in the fucking mouth, you would totally change your behavior.
Oh, and all these I think when I saw it change, I remember, and this is sorry to get serious, I was going through some fertility issues. I have a kid now, everything's fine. But I was going through fertility issues, and I was talking to my husband I come out of the doctor's office and I was talking to my husband on a phone, kind of in a crying in Beverly Hills in a corner, as someone probably thought I was just an actress that didn't get a part, but
which was also true.
Yeah, you can do 2 things at once. We can hold 2 truths. And so I was crying, and I was talking about reality TV. I was talking about my uterus. Reality TV, same thing. And I was just crying, so upset, and probably sharing personal information to my husband on a phone, hysterical crying. And a woman walked past me and goes, "Ugh, we didn't need to hear that." And I just remember being that's so fucking callous. You're not involved in my business. I'm in my world having a moment, a private moment that I have to have publicly because we live in the world. And this woman saying that, and I was that's when I thought reality TV has changed people. because so that to and that is in politics. It's everywhere now, which is like someone commenting on something that has nothing, just living what you said, like that would get your ass beat, not by me. Obviously they saw that wasn't going to happen, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
there's a general lack of empathy and everything is sort of like, I got a hot take and it's not sort of seeing like this is an actual person, not someone in a TV who's like entertainment in my world. It's like you're going through like something real and like, I would have been like, oh my God, is everything okay? Not like, oh.
Or walk the fuck away and be like, oh, that poor woman. Or even like, oh, that woman's annoying. Whatever you have.
To yourself.
Yes, but they're not keeping it inside anymore.
Well, there's the reality TV show dynamic. There's the social media dynamic. And I think the way they combine is there's kind of a sense that people have that like nobody's following the rules I was taught. Right? Like nobody has manners anymore. No one's living the right way anymore. And like we're trained both by reality television and celebrity culture, in which we kind of evaluate people all the time, and by social media where we're offering our opinions all the time, that like you have to kind of go out and like in some way like command the world to look the way you want it to look. And that if somebody's out there doing something that you wouldn't do, it's like an affront to you. It's like an insult to you that this person is behaving in a way that you wouldn't. That's like, this is why we don't, this is like, how could they do this? I need to tell them that they're doing it the wrong way. It's my job to correct them.
We're too self-centered. Everything is I, instead of just sort of like everyone is living their lives. Just focus on your shit and like leave other people alone.
And also I like I have had that instinct too. That instinct's in me now too, when I see someone like on the internet or in the world like behaving poorly. And sometimes I think, I'm going to say, and I was like, why? Who the fuck cares? Like, what does your opinion mean? Nothing. But we all feel a little bit better when we get to say, like, and I do too in reality TV, I get to sit back and judge these people and like, oh, aren't they stupid or crazy? But like, they're just living their lives. Like, what do I have to say?
And you watch them also go on this trajectory of like, the kind of like shock of people seeing them and then the effort to control how they look. And then the kind of like final Pokemon phase of like, it's Kristen not caring about hair and makeup. It's like Luann being her kind of true and final form.
Luann she is, talk about a woman, talk about Life of a Showgirl. I don't know if anybody saw that they put Taylor Swift over Luann, Life of the Showgirl. It's the best thing I've ever seen. Like that, she's my Taylor Swift.
Luann going from a countess to a woman accidentally biting the mustard packet inside the bologna sandwich she was handed in overnight jail because she was arrested while being drunk for saying to a cop, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Two, let's go back to up now to a cabaret star.
To a cabaret star. What a drama. But they like at the end of that, they come to the place of like me or hate me.
Yeah.
Your attention made me, for good and for ill, right? Which brings me to a segment we're calling Beef. It's what's for culture.
Beef. It's what's for culture.
That's gonna be my, whenever I get married, that will be my wedding invitation. And
so I'm gonna run you through some famous beef, and you say who you think is winning. All right. First up, Jen Shah versus the Feds.
I mean, she's never looked better.
Is Jen Shah the new Martha Stewart? That was hard to say.
only time will tell.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was great TV, and then I'm going to say the Feds.
I'm going to say the Feds only, but I will say that Jen will, her and Elizabeth Holmes are sitting there in prison being BFFs. They're cooking something up.
Yeah,
so time will tell, but yes, the Feds.
Yeah, that's like Lex Luthor and the Scarecrow being side by side in Arkham. You know what I mean? I know they're different worlds. Shut up. I know. Next up, Bethany versus Carol on Real Housewives of New York. From friends to enemies in 10 seasons.
That was probably one of the most heartbreaking friendship breakups in the Real Housewives universe.
100%.
And I think Carol was right.
I do too, but it took a journey to get me here because I was sort of team Bethany at the beginning, and watching Bethany's journey from like businesswoman to be strong, like helping out in hurricanes to like now
cheese of it all.
yeah, and then now like going into delis and being like, I don't know if I like a tuna sandwich. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, first of all, that's the journey of literally every Jewish woman. Second, those cottage cheese bagels that Bethany made, they're good. I made them. I swear to you, this is what it means. I watched an episode of Survivor, then I'm on Survivor. I am watching Real Housewives. Now I'm making the Bethany Frankel cottage cheese bagels. And you know what? They're great.
She gives me Trump energy. In the sense of like manic. Anyone who says anything is an enemy. She can't just keep her eyes on her own paper. She has to burn everything down. She doesn't have one real friend.
Yeah.
She, you know what I mean? Especially not women. Like she cannot. She's too toxic to be on her side.
Great for TV, but it's totally Team Carol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not. Wow. What's your thought? I don't. What's going on?
So what? I love her. I don't know. Carol thinks she's better than Bethany. No. I like Carol too. I like them both.
Carol's great. She was fucking that young chef.
Yes, she was
business.
a princess. She was selling her jeans on Poshmark. I mean, I love a girl.
Here's what I felt like whatever happened between them, whatever the cause of the actual ending of that friendship, we did not see it, is what I felt when I watched what was on television. Whatever really happened, I don't think we know, because it didn't feel like there was enough on screen or even in the descriptions of it after to help me understand it.
But you think they're deeper than they are, and I don't think they are.
I think Bethany is territorial and exhausting, and I think someone like Carol, who is like kind of zen in a way, at first you can like take that energy on, and then you're like, this is too fucking much, dog.
You know what? Maybe I think sometimes territorial and exhausting people deserve friends too. And that's all I want to say about that. Bethany won the beef. All right. Next up, Tom Sandoval versus the world.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing. I didn't watch Vanderpump Rules, and then the writer strikes happened, and I like couldn't work, and I just one day I woke up and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna get into it. And so I started all the way from the beginning and caught all the way up. And Tom, like in the beginning, I was like, he's kind of like a little baby angel, like like a little dummy. He wants to act, but he doesn't have like the talent to act. So he's doing the show, and I'm like, I get that. I understand
Plays a trumpet.
Yeah. And then he just became such a narcissist and like fuck boy, and the world. He's so bad. He's just bad news.
You know what? Maybe it took a couple. No. I took a couple seasons, but that shrinky dinked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
he really,
the truth will come out.
He's really dumb, and I think as a woman, we can only take a dumb man till we're 33, and then and then we go. You know what? Time for me to move on. Yeah. So I vote for the world.
Yeah. I think the world did win. All right. Next up, we have Gavin Newsom versus Trump.
Guys, can I just say, Gavin Newsom, it is so, he's giving Patrick Bateman, but I also saw a video of him changing a light bulb, and I got so wet. And you know, we're all complex. And I was like, he's tall. And look at him unscrew that light bulb. He's a great man.
I get it. He's the part of me that would have like dated the president of the school for like a minute. He would have like let me give him a hand job or something. And I would have been like, yeah, like he's so slick and like put together, and you know, like he wouldn't like me or my messiness, but he would sneak me behind a counter or something.
I also think he would like.
So what's amazing about what's happening here is the question wasn't, do you want to fuck Gavin Newsom? And while I appreciate that seems to be what you heard, and I get that.
That's hilarious. like in it.
Yeah,
we were
I'm already like in the back of a car with him. I'm like, I have TMJ, so I couldn't give him a blowjob, but
So the question is, in his political battle with Donald Trump, here are some of his most recent taunts at Trump in Trump style. We have cosplay Christie is in Portland. Hide your dogs. There was why is submissive Steven so shorty? An AI photo of Trump dressed as Marie Antoinette with the tweet, "The Queen demands sympathy from you peasants."
Newsom.
Really good.
I love it. He's throwing shade. He won.
Yeah.
I think he is. I think he's.
like it.
It's There was a.
Sorry, I'm not listening to any.
Yeah.
I'm just
I know you're.
thinking about
It's
him.
wild.
Yeah,
It's
so
wild
hot.
what's happening.
So hot. Just grab him by the
Yeah.
tie. Fuck
You know
yeah,
what?
bro.
mess up his hair, it won't move.
Yes. He got that shellac down, honey.
The next one was supposed to be about Chuck Schumer, so we're just gonna wrap it up.
I'll get on that Schumer, baby.
All right. When we come back, we're gonna start some beefs of our own.
Ooh.
Love It or Leave It is brought to you by Built. Nobody wants to pay rent, but if you have to, Built makes it worth it. Built is revolutionizing how millions think about paying rent by rewarding their members with points and exclusive benefits around their neighborhood every single month. By paying rent through Built, you'll earn flexible points that can be redeemed through hundreds of hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. But it doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurants and earn additional points, get VIP treatment at certain fitness studios, and enjoy exclusive experiences just for Built members every month. Built is turning a monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. Your rent is finally working for you. Earn points on rent around your neighborhood and wherever you call home by going to joinbuilt.com/loveit. That's joinbilt.com/loveit. Make sure you use our URL so they know we sent you.
We've talked a lot about other people's beefs tonight, but I think we all deserve to have one of our own. So we're gonna spin the wheel, and each of us is gonna start a feud with an unsuspecting foe. In a game we're calling Now You're Cookin'. And we're each gonna have a quick minute to start a beef. We'll send you the files.
I'm like my mom. I'm like, I got taking pictures of
iPad, I know.
I'm like, look, how did they get my picture into the frame?
Oh,
Oh my God.
Phoebe, who do you want to have some beef with? Who do you got? Hey, who you gonna beef with?
I have beef with businessmen in the airports. I've had enough. So many egregious affronts. There's two things. There is what I hate is the businessman who is clearly in group 2, but he thinks he is global services. And it's just fumbling his way around like, oh, I think I'm supposed to board. And the person will be like, no, you're group 2. And he's like, he can't see it on his boarding pass. Go the fuck to hell. You know you're group 2. So that's one. And then this was when I was traveling, when I was touring. And I got into like, whatever, like lounge or whatever. And I was sitting here. The person I was doing stand-up with was sitting across from me. And there's this empty seat next to me, an empty seat next to her, Khalees. And this older married white couple, they come in, they sit down. And there's like a table, and I'm like eating my breakfast, and I'm like, sort of like scrolling social media. And I clearly had food on my plate. And I was like watching this video, and I turn around, and this dusty-ass man discarded all of his food garbage onto my plate. No. Yes. Just taking up space with his fucking apple cores. And I was just so aghast because I'm like, but you're with your wife. Like, why can't you guys like consolidate your trash over there? And he just fucking man-spreaded his garbage everywhere. So I just think businessmen are just fucking menaces and they need to stay home. You're not allowed to fly anymore. It's too much. Fuck you. Yeah. They're so rude. They hit me with my suitcases. they stand in front of me. They're like, "Oh, I didn't see you. You did see me."
And it's like LA just decided to spend $2.6 billion to upgrade our convention center at a time in which isn't that era over? And it's like, no, but don't worry. In 50 years, we're going to fucking be in the black. And it's like, oh no. But it's like, are the businessmen going to these conventions if they're not having affairs anymore? Yeah, are we on Zoom?
They're just everywhere. It's
You
too
know?
much. The arrogance, the rudeness. Was mine good? I feel like
It was
mine
really
wasn't
good.
I don't know. It's too late.
Oh. A beef. I had a beef. I started a beef the other day.
Oh, really?
I didn't mean to, and I called my therapist afterwards because it was bad. It was bad. I work my anger out in the streets, and I was at my child's basketball game the other day. I will say I didn't have a great night of sleep, but I was, in it, you're in it with, there's a ref, and my daughter's little and she gets hit a lot, and I get upset. And so a girl hit her, and I was like, "Hey, ref, call a foul," or, cause it's hard to watch your child get hurt. And a woman behind me screamed, "Calm down."
Wow.
And I said to myself, Danielle, don't say anything. This is your child's game. Just be okay. And I was for a minute. And then that woman behind me started screaming about her child. And I went, "Calm down." The woman comes up from behind, starts screaming at me, said, "You want to take this outside?" I was like,
my God.
"Do I look like I want to take this outside?" Started screaming. It had to be pulled back by her friend. The ref stopped the game. My child's looking at me like, and so we stopped. But as we were leaving, I took out my basketball pump in case I had to come to blows with her. Literally started a beef with a woman. So
No, you didn't start it.
Well,
I
I-
saw her. She was nothing but chaos.
but
Come
I
on.
should have not. I had a moment where I did not have to say, "Calm down."
No, say you got.
Yeah,
No.
you
You
felt-
match people at their energy.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what,
you.
I'm a Libra, and that's what you do. They don't fucking like it.
No, they
and then
don't.
and I'm like, don't say it.
Yeah,
because I'll meet you, bitch.
Thank you.
I'll RSVP to fucking gutter with you, bitch.
It was.
Yeah, don't care.
Thank you. Where were you that
Yeah,
day?
I would've had your back.
Oh, I needed you.
Yeah.
Immediately before she reacts, the words have left your mouth.
Yes.
In the moment after,
I
Is
felt
it-
great.
really? That's interesting. That's interesting.
I felt incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have again since called my therapist and said I've got a problem.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
But what
that's-
did your therapist say?
Well, she hasn't called me back.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Just
All right, let's
happened. We've been playing phone tag.
spin it again.
Ooh,
All right,
yeah.
I have a specific beef that I would like to start. Look, and I will preface this by saying liberal America is feeling anxious, angry, scared, uncertain, and Los Angeles is a bit under siege. I do believe that we are allowing that tension to play out on our roads as we drive. I think you can genuinely see it in the way people drive in Los Angeles. I start by saying that. There's something that is happening at stop signs, and I believe it is new. And I think it is yet another symbol of decadence and decline, and it is this. And I'm curious if others are noticing this. This goes on my list of the rise of the tinted windows, including incredibly tinted front and front passenger windows, which shouldn't be tinted, and front windshields that are tinted, and all other kinds of kind of debauched, selfish behavior on the roads. People are slowing down and stopping way behind the stop sign so that they don't have to come to a complete stop, but can claim they did and roll all the way through. And so what happens is you arrive at a stop sign and you are ostensibly at the line. The other person on some level was arriving before you, but in the efforts of depriving themselves of the ill feeling of a break, is slowly trying to roll through, but still claiming the right of way. Do you know what I'm talking about?
This is like literally me when you were telling me the pregnancy thing.
But you know, wait. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? That like, it's a new thing. Like I really do think it's a new evolution of rudeness. So if this is the line, they're slowing to hear. They're there before you on some level, but you're at the line because you drove to the line and stopped. And then you don't really know whether you're supposed to go first or not. Because on some level, you're at the line first, but another, they feel like they should be able to zoom ahead of you. And so I'll tell you something. Depends on the vibe. But at this point, it's like, if you're not going to stop at the stop sign, I'm going. I'm fucking going. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Well, there's a lot of people that don't stop at all. And are you noticing that people are just saying fucking and running red lights a little more? It's crazy out there. What's going
this
on?
a town hall? Why are you so fired up?
It is a town hall.
He's like, hey, can you believe?
Go Dodgers. Hey, if you're in Los Angeles, get your Prop 50 ballot in. And hey, just pull up right up to the stop sign, stop, look around, and I would suggest this. Give yourself a treat. Let somebody in. You'll find that even though it will cost you a quarter second, the surprising good feeling you have will last even longer. And perhaps you'll train yourself to do it more. And when you let someone in now in Los Angeles, they look at you like you decided not to kill them. Everybody also, please do me a favor and listen to Bitch Sesh with Danielle Schneider. Check out Phoebe's special, I Don't Want to Work Anymore, on YouTube. Check out Bravo America, Love It or Leave It presents. Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, Danielle. We'll see you next week at Dynasty Typewriter. There are 388 days until the midterms. Have a great night and have a great weekend. A couple notes. Crooked Con. You may have heard that Crooked Con sold out, which was awesome. So by even more popular demand, we are moving Crooked Con to a bigger location so we can sell some more tickets. We're going to have more panels. We're going to have more guests. The new venue is, drumroll, the Ronald Reagan Building. We're going to win one for the Gipper. You'll have your favorite podcast hosts from Crooked, plus Andy Bashir, Anderson Clayton, Ben Wickler, Senator Ruben Gallego, Maurice Mitchell, Hassan Piker, and more. We're also adding a Vote Save America action hub.
Yeah.
With a bunch of great organizations. They're going to help you figure out how best to get involved. So head to crookedcon.com. crookedcon.com for tickets, and we will see you in DC on November 7th. Now, as I said, I have gotten really into reality shows, and I do think, as we were just talking about, reality shows have a lot to tell us about how our culture is the way it is. And also, by the way, you got to be for what's happening. If we want to win in politics, we got to understand what's happening in this world. And so I have a new series that is on the Love It or Leave It feed. It's called Love It or Leave It Presents Bravo America. And for those listening at home, well, we couldn't call it Bravo America because legal. So it's Love It or Leave It Presents, Bravo America. So for those listening at home, here's a trailer. You're one of the meanest people that I love, right? You
think I'm mean?
Oh, there are moments. There are moments in this show where you are
I disagree
so
with
mean.
you. I always say in life, I'll never shake your hand first, but I'll shake it back hard.
Hey everybody, it's Jon Lovett of Pod Save America, Love It or Leave It, and for a brief moment in time, Survivor on CBS. Understanding reality TV is the key to understanding the current state of our politics. Trump gets it. To your favorite Democrats? I doubt it. That's why I'm introducing a limited series on this feed called Love It or Leave It Presents Bravo America. Every week, I'm going to sit down with my favorite personalities in reality TV. People like Dorinda Medley from The Real Housewives of New York, Orange County House husband and botch surgeon Dr. Terry Dubrow, Survivors, Black Widow, Parvati Shallow, Welcome to Plathville's Olivia Plath, and more. Over 8 episodes of conversations, we'll answer 3 big questions. What did my guests learn about reality TV?
Stay famous.
Yeah.
Stay on TV.
At the end of the day, what reality TV is even all about, right? It's to foster these conversations where people with different perspectives sit at the table and talk about it.
What did my guests learn about themselves?
I am very good at emotional manipulation. And I remember that camera coming around and thinking, oh, I like the camera, and I think the camera likes me.
And what did they learn about politics and this great and perfect nation of ours? Through it all, I'm pushing to get people to talk more openly about all of this, including stories they haven't told and moments that didn't make it on screen. I even asked Terry Dubrow what plastic surgery I should get.
Be very careful as a man doing a lower eyelid blepharoplasty. There's some celebrities who I'll show you after. They look weird.
Love It or Leave It presents Bravo America on this feed every Tuesday for the next 8 weeks. So check it out and be cool about it. Don't be all uncool.